It's 11 days before the Super Eagles of Nigeria travel to Ghana to face the Blasters in the first leg of the Qatar 2022 playoff. And the Super Eagles technical advisor, Augustine Eguavoen, has been speaking, and he's saying that I know my ship and my ship know me. He's saying that already has a starting 11. So the question is, are we getting over ourselves, or Eguavoen is spot on? Kyle Obundare is in the studio. My name is Olafemi Ashalu. Kyle, let's look at Coach Augustine Eguavoen. He's already saying that he already has his starting lineup in his head. He said he doesn't want any distraction. All he wants to do is just to get over this hurdle. Is Eguavoen spot on? We are not leaving room for any unforeseen changes.
Femi, thank you very much. I think I expected nothing less from Eguavoen, and these are the kind of sound bites I want to hear from him. He should be focused on his team. Forget whatever is being done in your neighbor's house. Focus on your team. Whatever it is you are doing, let's focus on the Nigerian team that you have control over. We do not have control over what Ghana will do, whatever they are doing in their own camp. And I like what he has said. Like I said, I expected nothing less. You have been in charge of this team at the AFCON. Between the AFCON and now, you have had the opportunity to ruminate over what went wrong at the AFCON. In your head, mentally, you have made corrections. So if I were him, I would also say the same, that, you know what, if the game was to be tomorrow, I will have my starting 11 in my head. If it says it doesn't have a starting 11, then that's where we should be worried. Yeah, that's a fact. For me, if a coach has been with the team at a major tournament like the AFCON, and we play some very, very exquisite football at the AFCON, regardless of the outcome, we play some exquisite. So by now, he knew what went wrong in the game against Tunisia. He knew the little mistakes that they made leading to that game. Because we had 9 games at the group stage, but it wasn't all perfect.
3 games.
Yes, it wasn't all perfect. There were mistakes. There were mistakes, little mistakes that added up in the game against Tunisia, because that was the first organized team that we played. As in, a team that had a game plan and stuck to it for 90 minutes. No, you see, Egypt grew better as a competition wore on. But in that first game, they were abject. I'm sure that if they went back to watch the tape of that game, they would be ashamed of themselves. No, the Egypt that we played was not the Egypt that got to the final. You will also agree with me. They raised their game. Traditionally, Egypt are slow starters. But at the 2021 AFCON, they were abjectly poor. So, having said that, like I said, let's not deviate from what we are telling Eguavoen. It should be concentrated on the Nigerian team. You have your team, you have a plan A and a plan B. Okay, this is how I want to set out. In case things don't work out this way, this is what I will do. Because don't forget, a lack of a plan B at the AFCON also cost us. Because against Tunisia, because it was obvious the Tunisians had studied, it was a one-trick pony. So it should be having a plan B and a plan C too, because the stakes are even higher now than they AFCON, because this is supposed to assuage the bitterness, the hurt, the pains of the AFCON loss. So you have to do 120% to make sure that this does not elude you. And what does that mean? The first step, he has done the first thing for me, and I am very, in fact, Femi, I'm very, very happy to hear that he has a game plan. 1, he knows how he wants to play. 2, now he has the players to do what he wants. See, Femi, it's one thing to have this plan in your head. It's another thing to have the players to translate what you have in your head, to execute it. Now, luckily, he's telling us that he has all of those mapped out. I'm very happy, Cerezo. Thank you very much. That's what I want to hear.
Like last week when you were furious about it, you were saying that it was being disrespectful.
Yes, to the opposition. And that's why I said let's focus on the Nigerian team. Anything you want to do, anything you want to say it to your team. Forget about the opposition. The opposition doesn't count at this time. They will start counting in your head, and they are counting in the abstract form now. They will start counting really in reality when you step on the pitch, and you would have prepared for them in your head.
He must have played the game
a million times. He would have played the game in his head a million times. Every move, every tackle, every throw in, every corner kick, he would have played it on the chessboard. Now he said every piece is fitting into the jigsaw. He has players that will play, that can affect what he has in his head on the pitch of play, and that for me is excellent. Bravo. Let's clap for Eguavoen. Let's clap for him.
Okay, Cerezo, this is for you.
Yeah, it is.
Cardi, let's look at the goalkeeping department.
Yep.
That still raises a lot of questions, whether we like it or not. Do you think Eguavoen should still? We don't know the starting 11, but your guess can be as good as mine that it will still be Maduka Okoye, most unexpectedly. Yeah. Let's put it that way. Do you think we should look at perhaps other option?
Femi, unfortunately, I think we should stick with Maduka Okoye. Because you know my opinions about things like this. I do not subscribe to knee-jerk reactions because people felt that he considered a goal that they felt he shouldn't have considered at the AFCON. So everybody is saying drop him, bring in whoever. No matter who you are thinking of bringing in, we have all their records of performances. So I can tell you that okay, he did this, but your preferred option also could have prevented a certain goal at so tournament. Femi, there are no perfect situations in reality. So I think what we should be doing is we should be instilling more confidence in Okoye, and he has been very, very busy since the end of the AFCON. He has been playing. The first thing for a goalkeeper, for me, it's not even about conceding, except in extremely very bad cases. It's not about conceding the odd goal here and there. It is about the consistency. The more you play, the better you get as a goalkeeper. Of course, for everybody anyway, but most especially for goalkeepers. The
concern has been the number of goals is considered at his club.
But you should
above 30 goals now in 20.
Femi,
matches.
Two things that you should consider: the quality of the team where he plays. That is, if David De Gea clips in Sparta, he would concede the same number of goals. No, seriously, a goalkeeper is as good as it. No, seriously, Femi, I'm not I'm not just defending Maduka.
De Gea can save the world.
Yeah, he can, but we see what happens when he has a certain Harry Maguire in front of him. So for me, you are as good as the last line of defense in front of you. If you don't have quality defenders, it's as good as having a very empty net. So for me, you look at the quality of defenders playing in front of Maduka Okoye, you look at the pedigree of the team he plays in. Sparta Rotterdam are not particularly the biggest of teams in the Dutch league by a mile. Yeah. So the fact that he earns Man of the Match awards, he gets eye-catching performances should tell you something, that if he gets a move to a bigger club like let's say Ajax or PSV, that for me too is like is a lateral movement. Watford are not necessarily better than Sparta when you compare in terms of the pedigree of the leagues.
They are both
they are both basement teams. Yeah. So I may not expect a rapid improvement in the goal concession ratio that he will have when he gets to the. But like I said, we should instill confidence in him. We should let him know that we trust him, we love him, we want him to be the best he can be. So, you know what? You forget whatever happened. The game that is most important is the one you are going to keep now. This will be the game that will showcase your talent. Forget whatever mistakes you made in the past. Infuse confidence in this guy. Because, like I said, they have goalkeeper trainers, but if they are not able, if the goalkeeper trainer, Aloyagu, cannot bring up a better option, we are stuck with him, and let's just get the best out of him. Kalas.
Okay, so Augustine Eguavoen is telling everyone that is ready for that Ghana class. So we are getting our fingers crossed. And do you also think that Maduka Okoye will, at least this time, maybe pay Nigeria back for the so-called aula he made at the 2021 African Cup of Nations against Tunisia? What do you think? Please let us know. Please keep your comment coming on in that space that is provided for it. And of course, also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Watch out for a countdown, our daily countdown. We're bringing you 10 days before that titanic battle at the Cape Coast Stadium. If it will stay, the game will still be played at that peak. So please keep your comments coming. Until tomorrow, I remain Oluwafemi Ashaolu.